What's up, y'all? It's Oxen out here. I don't know how we did it, but we managed to reach day 10 of drawing for 15 minutes every day. It is the 2nd of February, 9:51 p.m. as I'm recording this. I've woken up from a nap. It's been a long day. A long day, man. Just got yelled at by my profs, by my professors. I was sleepy the whole day because I didn't get any sleep last night. And I'm just tired. But, your boy has to upload a video and you can't miss a day. There's no day offs here. So, I forget. Plus, we're hitting double digits, man. It's like, I can't miss the occasion. I'm just saying. But yeah, today we're drawing Rock Lee. Rock Lee is probably, he's up there with the most number one inspiring and motivating anime characters of all time. Primarily because, I didn't really grow up with any talent. Wasn't really gifted. His parents were just normal. Didn't have any random power-ups. He didn't have any special biological abilities. He wasn't really, incredibly intelligent as well. He was always determined. He was willful, and he just shows that hard work and determination alone can get you somewhere where talent would not. It's very interesting. But shout out to Guy, who trained Lee. We all need a guy in our lives to sort of believe us and be in our corner. But the power of self-belief, the people around you, they may be smarter than you, they may be better than you at everything. The thing is, they can never be another you, and you might have to work, 10 times as hard just to catch up, but at the end of the day, it's like, you have your own thing going on. Everybody has their own race going on. Everybody has their own little advantages and whatever. But the thing is, when you want to achieve something, you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to go through the pain and whatnot. I don't know why I'm starting to sound like an athlete or whatever, but it's like, I think that's really it. I want this channel to pop off one way or another. So I know it's very how can I say this? Because earlier I was very bad with my choice of words. I just got yelled at. I might as well tell the story. It's like, I'm half asleep, and we have this thing called progress work, and we have to show our progress on our plates, right? And I don't know. It's just that I was really in tune with what I was doing. I thought what I did was sort of right, with a little bit of mistakes. Obviously, my stuff was really bad, but I figured everything was laid out in terms of format, and I was kind of stuck to the layout. But for some reason, I somehow missed something while I was doing it. I wasn't really listening. And you know how it is when you're then getting sleep, you just end up, doing whatever. Your mind just goes blank or whatever. So you don't really listen or really retain any information. So by the time we got to checking, ma'am was like, "Why is it like this all throughout our 3 hours in class? Is all you've done?" But I tried to explain to her, "No, ma'am. Like beforehand, I didn't have this, but now I have this." "Yeah, sure, but I told you guys earlier that this thing should be placed over here, right?" and I was silent, and then this is all you did, and it's like, but and I just end up saying, no, ma'am, like you had, it's like, this is all you did, right? And all throughout this 3 hours, you're gonna just move this thing over here, just swap places. And I was like, no, ma'am, that would have been kind of a hassle. She was like, hassle? So when it comes to the real world, it would be a hassle for you to do this? What happens if, you know, you have to, fit a bunch of stuff, and once you're in the real world, this would be a hassle to you? If you think it's gonna be a hassle, man, your grade is also gonna be a hassle. Whatever type of stuff is she was saying. I don't know. Another thing was like I was sleeping during one of my classes that involved like mathematics called surveying. Earlier in the morning, I got yelled at for sleeping. It's like it's 8 in the morning, bro. It's like I don't know. But that's what she was saying. If you're sleepy or you don't even want to listen to me at all, you can just step out. I mean, obviously it's valid, but it's just that. The thing about it is sometimes you kind of like show up without a reason why we're there, and that's the thing. We're kind of like become, our brain just kind of turns on autopilot, and each day is a new cycle, and we have to repeat that cycle every day, I guess, whether it be in work or school. I guess one way or another we have to stick to a certain routine so that we can get things done or better. But sometimes we show up and we don't really have a reason, and I guess we have to all find that reason why. I don't know, it's just that today, or rather just throughout this whole journey of mine, like through college, I was just very emotionally unavailable. I was like spiritually unavailable because I'm just like out of tune with everything else. So it's very weird, and I'm just like kind of wondering why I'm there in the first place. But that's the thing, when you follow somebody else's path, you just end up questioning why you're there and why you work so hard and why you're there in the first place, even though your heart is somewhere else. Like for me, I just want this YouTube channel to grow, and I want to get better at art. But this course is quite literally killing me. But it is what it is. I think it's all about, the thing about it is just, that's the thing about life. If there's anything you want to achieve, you have to be willing to suffer for it, and that's the thing, we have to, I don't know why it's like that. I mean, obviously it's like the law of equal equivalent change. You have to give something first before getting something that's the same weight or value of it, or whatever they said in Full Metal Alchemist. It's just, I guess you have to pay a price, whether it be like through suffering or whatnot. It's very, I have to go through that. The good, the bad, the ugly. You have to go through the bad in order to appreciate the good, and you have to go, I don't know, through the good to be scared of the bad. I don't know. Yin and yang. There's always has to be a balance between those, and that's the thing. I have to go through that every now and then. But that's the thing. It's always been, this whole architecture journey has just been yang for me. It's just, I don't know if yang is like negativity in terms of the whole yin and yang thing. What am I saying? Anyways, just That's the thing. I don't know. I seen this video of this dude. I forgot his name, but he's one of those people in the very motivational guru business or whatever. And he says, it's gonna take longer than you expect, and it's gonna make you suffer more than you expect to suffer. And that's very it's not really scary, but I guess it's more of, yeah, I think he's right. um that's the thing, is like nobody else is really gonna do this willingly, um without knowing that they actually want to do it, like they actually want to pursue a career in it. In a way, I just feel so out of place, and that's why I feel so emotionally unavailable. And in turn, it kind of like it kind of affects my academic performance and whatnot. But the thing is, I just want to be able to pass, and it's really hard when you spend a whole night on the plate, right, or whatever, and then there's another thing that has to be done there, so you rush that one until you present it, and in turn you get 10 out of 20. It's not bad, but it's not bad. What am I saying? But it's just the 70% passing grade. I forgot 70% 20. What is the 70% 20? I'm sure 0.7 times 20. It's 14. So I didn't pass. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's alright. I was also thinking earlier in the day, it's like, one day I won't be thinking about this at all. It's like we're 10 days in. I forgot what I was yapping about on day 6 or whatever. Actually, no, I think I would know. I would have an idea, but I wouldn't know exactly what I was talking about. You know what I mean? It's like these days are all combined into one blurry thing, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think overall, what a person needs to do is to you just have to keep going. I have to be willing to go through the pain of each day. I have, and I sound so. Each day I sound more dead inside, and I look more dead inside, and I'm not gonna lie, it's just, for everybody's watching this, if you're gonna go to college, do something that interests you, not because it's what your friends are also taking. Don't make my mistake. Just do something that actually interests you, that you would think would spend a lot of time studying. It's just don't try to don't think that you won't find your crowd. You will, especially if you do something that interests you. You will find your crowd. But for me, it's different. It's just I pursued something my friends pursued, and I didn't really want to leave them, but that was a bad decision. I didn't know at the time that in college, yeah, that is the time where you have to decide for yourself for the rest of your life what you want to do. That's a big decision. I wish I had a whole year after high school to think about that, to sleep on that, but no, it's you just jump straight into it, and you can't really, there's no backseats, because I just paid $100K in tuition, and there's no going back. So you just keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about Rock Lee, is that hard work and perseverance can get you anywhere, as long as you just keep going. That's all that really matters. Know what I mean? So yeah, there may be people better than you, as I said earlier. There may be people that would be smarter than you. They can never be another you. So work on your own craft and do what you want to do instead of looking at somebody else's plate. You know, do what you want to do rather than you know, okay, this guy's doing this, I'm gonna do it. No, do something for yourself. Really try to think, because I wasn't thinking, and I'm stuck in this position, and I really wanted this YouTube channel to thrive because I kind of have no other choice, but this is really all I have. But it's the thing, I do want to pass, and I do try to make an effort. It's not like I'm paying tuition and I go to school and I'm like just intentionally fail. You know, that's stupid. I still managed to pass in terms of grades and whatnot. Hopefully this semester I would pass it, but we'll see. But you know, day 10, you know, I'm just grateful I managed to make it double digits. You know what I mean? I haven't missed a day yet. We're 20 days out from a month. What I really want to see is me just, if I manage to commit for like 3 months or something like that, that would be great, because I usually just give up. I usually find myself giving up after a month. It's insane. You know, there's not that much of a difference from day 1 and day 30. You have to keep going. Oh my goodness. So that's about it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. There's still so much for me to do in terms of plays and whatnot, but I can't miss a day, guys. That's really it. So, Oxynaut out. I'll see you guys tomorrow on day 11. Keep doing what you want to do, and keep working hard against all odds.